Hey guys, welcome back to the shop. My name is Adam, SNS 44. I think I've got a pretty good video series in store for you here. We've got a lot of content to talk about, a lot of stuff that's been going on. So I do have a few things to go over and talk about. So just for you guys that don't really care for the shop talk, just letting you know, got a little discussion ahead here. So I just want to start off by thanking everybody that's a viewer and that has supported me and supported this channel. I had a lot of comments last week on the videos after I had told you what happened around here. And matter of fact, in last week's part 1, I had more comments in that one video than I have in any video in the past 6 months. That was just something that I'd read on YouTube when I was in there checking it out. But anyway, I had a lot of support from everybody, and everybody was just kind of pouring their thoughts out to me and sharing their experiences too. But it was really nice hearing from everybody, and it helped me out a lot, knowing that I had so many people that was behind me there. Got a lot of really nice support, and I will say that things have gotten a lot better. I'm not as on edge as I was, but things are still in the works here, and I still have improvements that I'm making, that I'm working on right now, and we got plenty more to do too. So thank you everybody for all of that support that you keep giving me. It really means a lot. I had a visitor the other day that stopped by, and I just wanted to kind of give him a little shout out. Mr. Richard White, he's local, and he watches my videos, and he stopped by and wanted to meet me and talk with me, and he also watched last week's video, and he wanted to come by and see me and give me some support. And he said that I don't have any viewer appreciation mail for you, but I have something else for you. And he gave me a little donation out of his pocket that he wanted me to have to go towards tool replacements or whatever I need around here. So that was really cool. So thank you very much, Mr. White. It was great to meet you, and thanks for stopping by. And I also want to mention somebody else that is a YouTube viewer, and his name is Remy, and he also sent me a contribution to the cause around here, and this is totally this was his idea. It's not, I haven't asked anybody for anything, and this is something that he wanted to do. As in his words, he says, I wanted to give back what you've given to me. So Remy sent me some contributions to go towards the improvements around here also. So that was very generous of you, and I really appreciate it, man. And it's going to help out a lot, believe me. And all of those contributions will go towards things that need to be done around here. So yeah, that's it'll go towards the shop improvements. Okay, so thank you very much, guys. And we also had a few other guys that emailed me and said that they had some things that they wanted to send me to help me out. So whenever I have 2 packages, I believe that I'm expecting. So I haven't got anything yet. So maybe next week we'll see what they sent. So thanks everybody. All right, so I've got some other things to go over, and while I'm talking about shout outs here, I've got 2 more little shout outs that I want to give, and these are kind of by request, so I told them I would do it. And so one of them is Chris over at Arduino versus Evil. That's his channel, and I got to say that Chris is I think he's a comedian in a second life, man, because this guy brings the funnies, and I watch his videos just to get a good laugh, man. He's really funny, and he does other stuff. He's more into like electronics and seems like one of those mad scientist kind of guys to me. But he always brings the funny in his videos. So check his channel out, and you'll probably get some laughs out of it too. So there you go, Chris, man. And thank you for watching mine and supporting me also, man. And one more quick shout out to a YouTube viewer of mine that likes my videos and emails me. It's John Clark, and he's from Scotland. So I want to give him a little shout out. Thanks, John, and hope you enjoy the videos. All right, so all right, we've got some new videos in the works that I wanted to tell you about, and this is going to be some videos about hydraulics and fluid power. And I'm going to be having some help from a friend of mine, and he's going to be coming by, and I'm hoping that we're going to get these start taking the videos this Saturday, probably as you're watching this actually. So it's going to be a multi-part series, probably 5 or 6 parts. They won't be real long videos. I would imagine like 15-20 minute videos, and it's going to go over the fundamentals of hydraulics and understanding the systems and troubleshooting, that kind of stuff. And we're really looking forward to it. We actually have a training. It's a training unit that you know, it's got all of your hydraulic parts on it that you can run and test and do all kinds of stuff with. And so we're planning on bringing one of those here and going over it with the help of my friend Paul. So that's something to be looking forward to real soon. Hopefully we'll get them this weekend, and if we do, you probably will see 1 or 2 of the videos next week. So it's something to be looking forward to. And I still haven't forgot about the other video ideas that the guys wanted to see, talking about welding and cutting and that kind of stuff. So we're still working on those too, okay? All right, so we've also got some viewer mail that came in this week, and we'll go over that. And I've also got some new tools, some new tool acquisitions, and that was those were actually one of our YouTube viewers named Kevin. He notified me about these tools that he found at a festival, a vendor, and we came up with a good deal, and he got them and sent them to me. So we got some new tools. I'll show you those. And he also had a little job he asked me if I could do for him, so I went ahead and knocked that out since he hooked me up with some tools. So I got that on video. I've got a couple other jobs that I might throw in here for you. So this is obviously going to be you know, probably a 2-part S&S. So we'll get some machine work in there. I did take the camera with me to work, and I just wanted to try to get something else on video there. So I had a hydraulic rod that I was machining. So I took some video of that, and we'll probably throw that into probably part 2. So we'll just see how it goes. So I guess that's about it, the shop talk. And just want to say again, thanks to everybody. It's been great, and I appreciate your support. And thanks for all the new subscribers out there that's coming on to the channel. And thanks for all the comments. I read all you guys' comments. I see them all, so I really appreciate that. So we'll go ahead. I think I've covered everything, and we'll go ahead and move on to some other video. And I hope you guys enjoy this week's S&S. Thanks, guys. All right, guys. I got my buddy Gil over here hanging out with me today. Come on in, man, so they can see.
How's everybody doing?
He come over to hang out.
Back on YouTube.
Yeah, he come over to hang out with me today and talk some shop. And while we were sitting here, we got a box that showed up in the mail. Mailman drove by and blew his horn at me, so I went out there and met him. So we've got a box here to open up, and thought I would show you a couple things that Gil's working on. For one, he always brings over drill bits for me to regrind. So I got a couple drill bits that I ground for him over there on the Lyle. And one of the projects that he's been working on, and we get a lot of guys that ask us, hey, when's Gil going to put some videos up? and I don't think Gil's going to put any videos
I don't
up.
think, yeah.
I think he just enjoys watching mine. But this is a project that Gil's been working on, and this is a little motor that he's building. Huh?
Don't show him the bad side.
They don't know what the bad side is, man. It all looks good right there. So he brought this over and wanted me to, well, first of all, see it, and then I helped him do some measuring on here to see how the hole sizes came out. But anyway, he's been working on this, and he's been getting some pictures. So we'll share some more of this later on down the road as he works on it. But so here is a picture. Hopefully the glare is not bad there. There's a picture of what he's building. This one, right?
Yeah, the same thing. Yeah.
All right, so this is what he's building, and the bottom here, the crank,
crankcase.
The crankcase, yeah.
Right.
So that's that piece there on the bottom there. So he's getting ready to start on the cylinder heads here pretty soon, the cylinders.
Right.
And so that's just something that
for people that might ask questions or wonder. I've been subscribing, I guess, since they started off. This is from Model Engine Builder. It's a great magazine. They don't print anymore. It's now all digital. All the issues that come out now are digital. But this is where the plans are, and it comes with a full set of plans. I'm actually getting ready to start the cylinders right here, and then the cylinder heads. I don't know if you guys can see this. I don't have to do all that.
just try to get the glare off of it mainly.
But that's where I got the project from. That's what I've been working on slowly, real slowly.
Every single part of it, really. You make every single piece. There was
Yeah.
stuff in here for carburetors.
Let's see, there's another.
Yep.
So anyways, those that are not familiar, you might want to look up Model Engine Builder. It's a great source for hobby guys like me. So
Yep.
just want to give them a plug, I guess. They don't get mad.
So that's the kind of stuff that Gil likes to work on whenever he has time out in his shop. He works on stuff like this, and he's made all kind of little things out there, and I think that's what he enjoys to do whenever he has time. And so thanks for bringing it over
Thanks.
and sharing. I'll be right back. My wife is calling me. Okay, so we'll go ahead and get to this viewer mail, because Gil was excited about seeing what it is here too, because it seems like every time you come over here, the mailman comes by with a box.
I like it. It's like Christmas every time.
And I went to the flea market today, and I paid the little knife sharpener guy down there $1 to resharpen my knife, and it's like a razor. And Tom Lipton's doinking me again. So let's go ahead and see what we got here. It does a good job. And by the way, this is from Ron Mayland, and he is from Cool City, Illinois. He's from
cool. That's a cool place to be.
Yeah, man. So let's see, where's it at?
And I don't think he means cool cold. He means cool cool.
Yep. Okay. So I really don't know what he sent, so this is kind of, we're going to be a little surprised. All right, we got a letter here that we'll check out. And man, look at this.
Oh man.
We got some micrometers here. St. James, let's see, Tubular Micrometer Company, St. James, Minnesota, USA. That looks like a 4 to 5. Okay, so that's a 5. That's a 5 to 6. A 5 to 6 micrometer there. Huh?
4 to 5. That's 4. No, that's 6. You're right. Sorry.
Hey,
That's
5 right there.
sorry,
man.
dude.
Who taught you how to read a scale?
Not you.
Okay.
Public education, dude.
Man, there's a bunch of them in here. Holy. Okay, we got a 3 to 4 Starrett. A number 436 Starrett. Now that's your 3 to 4 there. Okay.
I'll trust you on that one.
Okay. Starrett puts their numbers on here. And we got another 3 to 4. Now this looks a little bit different. So what's this one? This is a Brown and Sharp.
Nice.
Very nice, man. Look at that. keep getting some doinks. All right, we got another Starrett here. This is a 2 to 3. Another number 436. All right, so this one's in need of a repair. Actually, I think it's just kind of froze up. Needs to be taken out and cleaned and oiled. Let's see if we can get her working again. Okay. I think we got another item in here. Let's see. Several more. They keep going. Anchor lube jug, I believe. A bunch of carbide inserts. Looks like a bunch of CNMGs, carbide inserts, and there's some other ones mixed in there like TNMG, little small TPGs. Those are always good. Look at this tool holder.
Wow.
So that looks like a TNMG left-hander. APT, I'm not sure the brand offhand. So got a nice big beefy tool holder right there. All right, looks like some TPG inserts. Some more. All right, we got some TNMG inserts. So this is the insert that should work with this one here, but we'll have to come up with a base for it and a, the pad and the screw there. All right, we got another pack. These are carbaloys, and sometimes I have a hard time getting them old things loose there. Okay, there's a bunch more of these TNMGs. These are smaller ones, like the 300 series right here. And I see another micrometer in here. Wow. There's another Starrett. 5 to 6.
Nice.
A number 436. All right. A little rough. All right, so we're gonna have to do some work on this one here. Man, Starrett mics. How often do you get those in the mail? And we got one more Starrett mic right here. This is another 4 to 5. It's also a 436. I think it's missing the little ratchet there on the end. Come from crib number 11. That one's an oldie right there. All right, so that's it. That's the bottom of the box. So I'll check out his letter. Let's go ahead and see what he has to say, man. Okay. Adam, in this box is a bunch of gift items for you. No certain order. One, these items have been sitting around for some time now looking for a home. All free. My youngest is 33 years old, so you could be a son according to your latest birthday. I got no time nor want to sell them on eBay or such. I was mentored by people that are no longer here. I cannot give to them, but will give to someone. Trade them, use them, they are yours now. When time permits, you, Mr. Pete, and the Train Man are watched on YouTube. Must be talking about Keith Rucker there. No recognition is needed. I am not giving for that reason. In today's world, there are not a lot of young people very interested in learning. I have done air conditioning and refrigeration before retiring. There was a young person who wanted to use my gauges. I said okay. When he returned them, I offered all remaining parts and equipment to him free of charge. He did not want them. I hope you will have a use. Enjoy, Ron Mayland. Coal City, Illinois. It's Coal City. It's not Cool City. Okay. It looked like cool on the box, Ron. So I'm sorry that I made a mistake there.
Coal City's a pretty cool city. How's that?
Yeah, there you go. It's a pretty cool place, man. You got some cool guys out there.
That's right.
So very, very cool stuff, Ron. And we will put these to good use, and whether that be in my shop or if somebody else can use these are great tools, and I know that there's a lot of guys out there that could use these and that need good measuring tools. So these will probably go into the trade stack, and we will get these to some good homes whenever that time happens to arrive. And but I think there's a couple here that I might be hanging on to. I really like this Brown and Sharp mic right here, and that thing just looks beautiful. It's got a nice weight, and I like the polishing there on the end. So this one may have to stay here. So anyway, thank you very much for all that. It means a lot, and I'm glad that you like the videos, and I enjoy making them, and I enjoy sharing what I do around here with everybody, and I always hope that it helps somebody out along the way. So thanks a lot, Ron, and I guess that's about it, man.
Cool. They can't see me drinking beer over here, can
They don't have to see you.
Oh.
They already know you're drinking beer. Hey guys, new tool acquisitions right here. Some pretty cool stuff I wanted to share with you. So it was a few weeks back, I don't know, 3 or 4 weeks ago maybe now. A friend of mine online, a YouTube viewer on Facebook and everything, his name is Kevin Pangle. He had texted me one weekend on through Facebook actually, and he and his wife were at a festival, and they were, I guess they came to a vendor where a guy was selling a bunch of machinist tools. And he ran across these things right here. Already starting. So anyway, he had run across these items right here, and he texted me, asked me was I interested, and he was he showed me some pictures. Then anyway, what we got right here is a gauge block set and 2 sets of pin gauges. And at first I wasn't really interested in them, and then I got to thinking about it. I've never had a pin gauge set, and I've been seeing Tom use them a lot, and a couple other guys have shown them, and I thought that they would be a nice addition around here, and if I could get them for a good price. So he was, if you add all this up, what he was asking, and the guy wanted $257 for all of them. And so I was kind of passing on it, and then Kevin was like, "Are you sure you want me to make an offer? I'll haggle with them." And so I looked up these pin gauges are made by Vermont Gauge. And I looked them up, and these things are actually pretty pricey. So I told him to offer the man $50 a set, and the guy took them. So we've got some pretty nice pin gauge sets for $50 a piece. And in this gauge block set is it's a lesser quality. It's an import brand, but I don't have a set of gauge blocks either, and so he took $50 for these also. So some nice tools to add to the shop here, and hopefully we can put them to some use also. So what I'll do is move the camera in closer so I can give you a little better shot at these things. Okay, so we'll start with the gauge block set here. So this is a Phase 2 brand, grade B. I believe it was 81 piece set, if I remember right. Yeah, it's an 81 piece set. So it's got this little certificate paper right here, and I pulled several of them out and looked at them, and they all look like they're in really good shape with no surface rust on them at all. So they started 50 thousandths and go up, and you know, a various range of different sizes in here. So nice little set of gauge blocks here. Pretty decent case. All right, let's we'll go ahead and let's see. They had these. They had that up in there like that, and it said it was calibrated. Well, I guess it was calibrated in 03 because it says due 7/14/04. Okay, so we'll move these out, and let's look at the pin gauges. So the first set goes from a 1/16 to a 1/4 inch. It says B series. Okay, so they start at 61 thousandths here, and then they go all the way up to 250 thousandths. And this set also had it's got 3 of these holders right here. It says Tommy Gauge handle, made in USA. You have a go side and a no-go side. So I've never used these, so I'm assuming you've got a bunch of different V's on here, and you can grab the pins and actually use this to hold your pins. So there's 3 of these in here. Okay. Certification of accuracy. Date put into service was 1996, and they were also calibrated, looks like, in 03. So this must have been owned by the same company, the same individual. Okay. All right, let's look at the other set. And then this says Series C, that goes from 251 thousandths to 500 thousandths. They all look to be in good, clean condition. I think they've been well taken care of and haven't been subjected to moisture or humidity, I suppose. So this is really nice. Like I said, I've never had a pin gauge set, so I'm going to enjoy having this, and hopefully we can use these things, and I can continue to learn of different uses behind them. So that is the new tools for this week. So thank you, Kevin, for hooking me up with these. So by the way, I mean, Kevin, you know, he handled it on that end. He bought them and shipped them to me and all that stuff. So he really helped out right there. So thanks, Kevin. And by the way, let me go ahead and get you up here where you can see me. Kevin's got a little project that he wants me to help him with. So I'm actually getting ready to get started on this, because when I get done, I want to try to get them shipped out. He needs some heavy washers made. He asked me could I make them. He just wants some simple, thick washers, 2-inch diameter, with a 3/4 bore, 1/2 inch stick. And he's just using it for his puller. So I got a piece of 2-inch chrome rod right here, just a scrap piece, and I cut a section out of it, and I'm going to chuck this up. Probably going to use the Monarch today, actually, and we'll drill it and part it off. We'll probably use some flood coolant. So we're going to go ahead and jump on this and get this done for Kevin. So again, thanks, Kevin, for hooking me up, and that was cool of you to do that. And these are some nice tools to have around here. So let's go make some washers. Alright, chuck jaw's still set from the mandrel that I had chucked up in the impeller video. I think I'm just going to let it hang out about 4 inches. There's going to be 4 of them at 1/2 inch sticks, so you know that's 2 inches plus 4 widths of your parting blade. So I think 4 inches there will be plenty. Let me grab my indicator. All right, I think that's good. You just want to make sure you have this stuff tight, because if you don't have you chuck tight on that chrome, it tries to slip and push back on you. That's one of the reasons why I never use a 3-jaw chuck on chrome plated rod. It just doesn't have enough holding power. Okay, so what I'm going to do is face them. You can use a WNMG insert. We'll face them. And then I'll probably just center drill it and then run my drill in there. I'm going to use a taper shank drill today, 49/64. So that should give them clearance over a 3/4 rod. All right, here we go. I got the camera riding on the tailstock, just try to keep some of the coolant off of it. So we want to, this will be our first time using it on an actual job. All right. Handle's always in my way, or the Noga anyway. Alright, so I'm just chamfering. I want to give a nice chamfer there on the inside and outside. Okay. Go ahead and try to part one off. Alright, so they're going to be a 1/2 inch thick. No crazy tolerance there, they're just washers. So another little quick way you can do this is set the calipers at 1/2 inch, and you can use the back end here. You come up here and butt it against the face and then move your carriage one way or the other. And then usually what I do is just kind of go up and down with it here until it catches. Just get it to where it kind of touches, just like you would if you're measuring with a mic. Okay. Now parting through this chrome is usually kind of tough at first. Once it gets underneath that chrome, then it goes pretty easy. Alright, that's doing pretty good. But what I want to do, before I part it all the way off, I want to file this back corner right here. That'll be a part that's already done. Alright. Let's try another trick too. I'll be right back. Okay, I made 2 adjustments here. What I did, I swapped out my self-grip insert for a right-handed cut right there. And what that'll allow is that once you get down to the bottom, it'll part the piece off and leave the little ring on the stock itself. And that's usually how it works anyway. And sometimes it'll pop off there. Alright, and I'm also going to use this little rod up in the tailstock here just to catch it. So let's finish parting it off. Okay, let's see what we did, what happened there. Alright, didn't leave the little ring on it. It cut it off there also. So, alright. we'll have to do a little bit of cleaning up on there. It's rubbing on that face. This will be the second one. I made a face cut, chamfered it, and I made an adjustment on my feed rate. I think I'm feeding a little bit too fast, so I slowed it down. Try it again. Alright, that's looking better with that good insert too. Alright, much better. I believe that other insert, I didn't look at it real good. I believe that other insert's pretty dull on the corner. That was what was helping me leave a bad finish on it. And but also I was still feeding pretty fast through there. Alright, Kevin, there's your stack of washers. Got your 4 washers made. He said that he's going to use this on his pulling equipment. I think he'll have all thread going through there. And what I did, I went ahead and made another one. This was that first one that I did. You can kind of see the roughness of the face right there, which I could have, I could have faced it off and cleaned it up, but I just figured I had plenty there, so I just parted off another one. And one other thing that I did notice is that this material was actually induction hardened. Around here on the outside, around the outside diameter, you have a hard place that you have to go through. And I didn't realize that at first because the end that I started machining on was already kind of softened up for whoever made that rod before. Usually you preheat them and then they soften up where you can machine it. So as I was getting further in there, I was getting into that hard spot right there on the outside diameter. So there you go, Kevin. I'm going to go put these in the mail for you and get them coming your way. This is going to be a quick little segment for my buddy Tom Lipton. I just watched his new video on new tool acquisitions, and he showed something that reminded me of something that I had. So I went and pulled it out. That Blue Point screw extractor set number 1020. So Tom just did a video on a set of these. He just bought a set of this from Snap-on, and I watched his video and he demonstrated how these things work on removing a broken bolt, and it was a great video. I enjoyed it. I actually got something out of it. I learned something, because this is something that's been in my granddad's toolbox forever, and I've moved it out of the way. I can't tell you how many times. I've never even paid attention to this thing. I've looked at it, but I never paid attention to it. So after watching Tom demonstrate these things, I said, man, that looks so familiar. So I walked over there and I went through his drawer and I found it, and I was like, I'll be damned, it's the same thing, except this is obviously very old. It's a cast aluminum set. So let's check it out. So it's actually the same exact set that Tom bought, and he also mentioned Bruce Whitman that he uses these, and he recommended that he try them. So I pulled this out, and so it looks like everything's here except for the number 1 extractor. It is missing, but we do have the number 2, 3, 4, and 5. And I do have two of the drill bits, but the other ones aren't no problem. One is a 1/4 inch and the other one's 5/16. And so I already pulled these out and look, and I do have all of the nuts that you drive these with, like this one here slides down on there. So for those that didn't watch Tom's video, go and check it out. He does a good demo on how these work, and obviously Bruce shows them also. But you drill a hole through your bolt, and then you drive this down into the hole, and then you slip the nut down over it. These are a little cruddy, but slip that down over it, and you use a wrench or a socket or whatever, and this spline will grab the bolt, the screw, and hopefully twist it out of there, unscrew it. So I was very happy to see that segment on Tom's channel. I learned something, I got something out of it, and now I finally realized that I've been pushing this thing aside and never paying attention to it. So that was really cool. And I like the old classic metal case. As I said, it's aluminum, casted aluminum. They even got this brass button on here on the front for whenever you close it up, kind of snaps shut there. And then all of these guys right here are drill guides. So if you've got a bolt that's down inside of a hole, these are nominal sizes right here, and you can stick this down in a tapped hole, I believe, and then use this as a drill guide to drill a pilot hole down the center of the bolt. So I wanted to show this to my buddy Tom. I told him that I found it and thanked him for that, and he said he'd like to see it. So there it is, Tom, and anybody else is interested. Hopefully I don't think you're getting too much of a glare on it, but very cool classic set, that something that my granddad owned and probably used.